everyone, welcome to Have You Heard? And today we are returning to my favourite band of the last 25 years. It's Elbow, and this is the album, it's their fifth album. It's called Build a Rocket Boys. There we go. And the title features in this particular song. It's the second song off the album, and it's called Lippy Kids. And it's a song all about growing up, um, particularly in the UK. And it is, well, people who know me know that this is my favourite song of all. It's the kind of what do you want to play at your funeral kind of song. Um, yeah, this is it. But it's not morbid, it's hopeful, it's celebratory without being over the top. It is just beautiful. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please take the next 6 minutes or so and just have a listen to this song. If you're a regular on the channel, please do the same thing. Let me share this gorgeous song with you and then tell me what you think about it in the comments afterwards. We'll talk about it more then. But in the meantime, it's on with the trusty headphones, and it is a lovely listen to Lippy Kids by Elbow.
Lippy kids on the corner again. Lippy kids on the corner begin saddling like crows. Though I never perfected the simian stroll, cigarettes and it was everything then. Do they know those days are golden? Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys. One long tune. I came down from the trees and curbstone cool. You were a freshly painted angel walking on walls, stealing booze and our long hungry kisses. Nobody knew me at home anymore. Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys. Lippy kids on the corner again. Lippy kids on the corner begin saddling like crows. And I never affected that simian stroll. No. Do they know those golden. Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys. One long June, I came down from the trees and curbed stone cool. You were a freshly painted angel, walking on walls, stealing booze and hour-long hungry kisses. Nobody knows me at home anymore. Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys. Build a rocket, boys.
Every time I listen to that, particularly the keyboard outro, it just grabs a hold of my heart. It brings a tear to my eye. It is, I don't know. It's funny how some music can just do something to you. It just affects you in a certain way. And it's irresistible. You cannot do anything but submit to the joy of just loving that little piece of music. For me, this is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. The whole production of the song, in purely musical terms, is magnificent. It is simple, yet captivating. It is emotional, yet straightforward. There are no flashy solos. Um, there's no one showing off. It's purely simple piano, simple bass, simple guitar, very soft drums, I think brushes, and Guy Garvey's magnificent voice and his lyrics. Now, these lyrics are about kids gathering on a street corner. Now, this was written in 2011, so that's already 15 years ago. You don't see it too much happening these days, do you? Every child is at home looking at his or her phone or tablet or computer. Um, but back in 2011, it had only recently had there been a lot of there was a whole session of street riots that suddenly appeared out of nowhere in the UK, and of course the ordinary man in the street started getting really suspicious of any kind of crowds of people. And kids gathering on a street corner were a prime target. And Guy says that he wrote this song in defense of the 12, 13, 14-year-old boys and girls who have really nothing else to do but to stand on street corners and talk and play and get up to little bits of mischief. Uh, Everyone remembers that back in the day when they were young, they did the same thing. And it was all a part of growing up. It was all a part of um, leaving the confines of the mother's apron strings, getting out of the house and learning about oneself. I mean, I remember it uh, when I was 11 and 12 back in the 60s, in the mid 60s. We never stayed in. We were out. We were either playing football or we were riding our bikes or we were um, just gathering on street corners talking. Uh, and I love the lyrics. The lyrics are, they're kind of, um, he's very much an outsider. He's new to this group of kids on the corner, and he says the song was inspired by the first time he was kissed by a girl, and it was on one of these street corners, and of course it blew his mind, and but he always felt a bit like an outsider. Um, I came down from the trees and curbstone cool. That was the thing now. You were now part of the curbstone cool. And this girl that kissed him was a freshly painted angel. He never affected the simian stroll, the strut of the confident young teenage boy who would perhaps rule the roost in these little gangs. He could never affect that simian stroll. Um, but he just loved being there. And then you hear the whistle, and the whistle is mother or father calling them in now because it's dark, it's time for bed. And that's what used to happen. I remember that. It is magnificent. It takes you back to your childhood days. It tells people that um, it's all right to be a kid. Let your children be kids, for heaven's sake. I know it's more and more difficult these days to allow that to happen. Um, but if it's worth a shot, if you can do it, then for heaven's sake, do. Uh, this is Elbow. This is the band. The lyrics that Guy writes and sings are absolute poetry. It is worthwhile just sitting with the booklet and reading the lyrics. Forget about the music, and then when the music comes on, the Potter brothers, Mark on guitar and Craig on keyboards, Pete Turner on bass, and at this stage Richard Jupp on drums. He later left to teach drums to people, and Alex Reeves took over. They just make the most wonderful music. Um, at times they can get loud and rowdy. Often they are quiet and pensive. But you have a beautiful balance between all of it. And every single album is a joy. Live, they are magnificent. I never miss a tour. Um, I urge you to get to know Elbow a little bit more, particularly if you're a person of um, a senior age. It is music that I think is easy for us to get into. Guy was inspired, and the rest of the band were inspired by Peter Gabriel era Genesis. Guy says that he learned how to write harmonies by listening to Genesis, and particularly those first five albums. Um, of course, in later years, they were very proud to be part of the exchange program that was Peter Gabriel's Scratch My Back and I'll Scratch Yours albums, in which a band would play a Peter Gabriel song and Peter would cover the other band's songs. And Elbow had their song Mirrorball from their previous breakthrough album, The Seldom Seen Kid. Um, they had Mirrorball covered by Peter Gabriel. So that was a proud moment for them. Please let me know in the comments what you think. I've talked on quite a bit, but they're my favourite band for a reason. So I'm happy to talk about them. Tell me what you think. I hope people click on and have a listen. But yes, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And as I say, tell me your thoughts. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Have You Heard, which will be tomorrow, because we do one every day. I even have my Elbow t-shirt on. Yay! That's the greatest hits t-shirt. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, cheers everybody.